Student, good morning. Today we discuss the second segment of biomolecule chapter proteins. These are high molecular mass complex biomolecules or amino acids present in all living cells. Chief sources are milk, cheese, pulses, peanuts, etc. Greek word proteins means primary or prime importance, essential for growth and maintenance of life. Protoplasm of plant or animal cells contain 10 to 20% protein. All proteins contain elements carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. Some of also contain phosphorus, iodine, traces of metals such as iron, copper, zinc, manganese, etc. Important proteins required for our body are enzymes, they known as biocatalysts, hormones, antibodies, transport proteins, contractile protein, structural protein. If we take a standard definition of proteins, so they are chemically proteins are condensation polymers, polymerids in which the monomer units are alpha amino acids. So student, amino acids, alpha amino groups are building blocks of proteins. These are monomer of proteins. Amino acids are compound containing both an amino group and carboxyl group. Here you see them on the display, the ROH carboxyl group, NH2 amino group, and these are the side chain. So second topic is L family of amino acids. If the amine group at the chiral carbon lies on the left hand side, they are naturally occurring NH2 group, OH group. So we consider as a L group. For example, L glyceraldehyde, L amino acids. Nomenclature of amino acids. Common or trivial name, generally known, they are known as glycine, then alpha amino acetic acid or 2 amino ethanoic acid. So trivial name derived from source of characteristic property. Example, glycine is so named because it has sweet taste. Greek glycos means sweet. And tyrosine was first obtained from cheese. Greek tyros means cheese. So first three letters or one letter symbols of common name. Example, simplest amino acid, alpha amino acids, glycine abbreviated as GLY or capital G. Aniline represent as ALA or capital A. So student, how can we define the how can be classified of alpha amino acids? So there are three types: neutral, acidic, and basic. Neutral amino acids contain equal number of amine and carboxyl group, for example glycine and alanine. Acidic amino acids contain more number of carboxyl group than amino groups, example aspartic acid, glutamic acid. Basic amino acids contain more number of amino groups than carboxyl group, example lysine, arginine. So second type is essential and non-essential amino acids. So non-essential amino acids, certain amino acids can be made by our bodies, therefore we do not require them in our diet. Example, human body can synthesize 10 out of 20 found in protein. Second, essential amino acids which are required by our diet. Example, valine, leucine, isoleucine. These are essential amino acid, they required by our body. Next topic is properties and structure of alpha amino acids. They are colorless, crystalline solid, soluble in water, high melting points, behave like salts rather than simple amine or carboxyl acid. This behavior is due to the presence of both acidic and amino group in the same molecules, therefore exist as dipolar ion called deuterion. It has positive and negative within the same molecule. Dipolar structure is also called internal salt. So you see on the display the carboxyl group donate the protons, so they show the acidic behavior. Amino group accept the protons, so they behave as a basic nature. So they convert into the charge condition, COO negative and H3 positive. So negative and positive charge both have this condition as known as deuterion structure. On display you see the various types of amino acids, neutral amino acids, acidic amino acid, basic amino acid. Which amino acids have the asterisk? They are marked as essential amino acids. Next point is isoelectric point or amino acids. The pH or hydrogen ion concentration of the solution at which a particular amino acid does not migrate under the influence of electric field is called isoelectric point of amino acids. It depends upon their function group in the amino acids. The neutral amino acids have the isoelectric points in the range of pH 5.5 to 6.3. Example glycine. For acidic amino acid, isoelectric point lies between pH 3.2 to 3.5, while the basic amino acid lies between the pH 7.6 to 10.8. At isoelectric point, the amino acids have the least solubility in water, and this property used for the separation of different amino acids obtained from the hydrolysis of proteins. A test which is known as ninhydrin test. All amino acids or treatment with ninhydrin give purple coloration. This test is used for detect amino acids. So next topic is peptides and proteins. Peptides are compound formed by the condensation of two or more same or different alpha amino acids. The condensation occurs between amino acids with the elimination of water. Elimination of water molecules resulting CONH linkage is called peptide linkage or peptide bond. You see on the display the amino acid glycine remove their OH group, and alanine amino acids remove their protons, so they form water. Elimination of water, so the bond made between them which is known as peptide bond. So student, next topic is polypeptides. If a large number of alpha amino acids 100 to 1000 are joined by peptide bonds, the resulting polyamide is called polypeptide. It's a long chain. Depending upon the number of amino acids residues per molecule, the peptides are called dipeptides, tripeptide, polypeptide. Shorter peptides, oligopeptides, larger polymers. Polypeptides of proteins, a peptide having molecular mass up to 10,000 unit is called polypeptide, while a peptide having a molecular mass more than 10,000 unit is called a protein. So polypeptides are amphoteric because of the presence of terminal ammonium and carboxylate ions. Example, a tripeptide, when the glycine, alanine, serine, the three amino acids are joined by the polypeptide bonds. So we abbreviate as GLY-ALA-SER. Next, so proteins are complex nitrogenous molecules which are essential for the growth and maintenance of life. Molecular masses of proteins are very high. Structurally, proteins are long polymer of amino acids linked by peptide bond. So we can classify the proteins in two ways. Fibrous proteins. These type of proteins consist of linear thread-like molecule which tend to lie side by side to form fibers. The molecules are held together at many points by hydrogen or disulfide bonds, usually insoluble in water. Example, keratin in skin, hair, nails and wools, collagen in tendons, fibrin in silk, myosin in muscles. Second type of proteins are globular proteins. In this type of protein, the molecules are folded together into compact units forming spheroidal shapes. The peptide chains are also held by hydrogen bond, but these forces are comparatively weak. These are soluble in water or aqueous solutions of acids, bases or salt. Example, albumin, insulin, etc. They have many biological functions. Some biological proteins functions enzymes to catalyze biological reactions. Some proteins regular metabolic reaction. Example, insulin maintenance blood sugar level. Some proteins as antibodies which protect the body from allergies and provide defense against foreign organism. Student, on the display the differences between globular proteins and fibrous protein you have seen. Next topic is student structure of proteins. Structure of proteins is very complex. The protein structure and shape can be usually studied of for different levels. Example: primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary structure. First, primary structure. The sequence in which the amino acids are linked in one or more polypeptide chains of proteins is called primary structure of proteins. For example, you have seen on the display secondary structure in which the polypeptide chains are folded or arranged. Therefore, it gives the shape or conformation of the protein's molecule. This arises from the plane geometry of the peptide bond and hydrogen bond. So, they also have two types. First, we see alpha helix structure, formation of hydrogen bonding between amide groups within the same chain causes the peptide chain to coil up into a spiral structure. This is called pi helix. For example, carbon nitrogen bond in the amide linkage is usually short, with which indicate the resonance between the two structures. Due to the partial double bond character of the CN bond in peptide linkage, the amide part NSCO is planar and rigid. Student, on display you have seen these are formed by the bonds amide bond, peptide bond. They consider as a alpha helix structure. Second, secondary structure they ask in an exam, beta pleated sheet structure. This was also proposed by Linus Pauling and Koberkus in 1915. This structure, all peptide chains are stretched out to nearly maximum extension and then laid side by side in a zigzag manner to form a flat sheet. Each chain is held to the two neighboring chain by hydrogen bond. These sheets are stacked one upon another to form a three-dimensional structure called beta pleated structure. Example in keratin, protein in hair and silk protein. Fibrin has antiparallel beta sheet structure we have find. Forces that stabilize protein structure are: first one is a hydrogen bonding, weak force and arise between a partial positive hydrogen and a partially negative atom. Second is ionic bonding. Third is covalent bonding and hydrophobic bonding. In a generally a protein structure you have seen, they are formed by the disulfide bond, a salt bridge, a hydrogen bond and hydrophobic interaction. And the proteins we divide into the two types, native state and denaturation of proteins. What are the native state? Most energetically stable state of a protein. Native state are correspond to the proteins found in a biological system with a unique three-dimensional structure or configuration and biological activity. So, how can be denatured of proteins? A process that changes physical and biological properties of proteins without affecting the chemical composition of a protein is called denaturation. It is caused by certain physical or chemical treatment such as change in pH, temperature, presence of salts. Denaturation does not change the primary structure of protein but result in form a rearrangement of secondary and tertiary structure. During denaturation, the protein's molecules uncoils, form an ordered and specific conformation into a more random conformation, and proteins precipitates from solution. Example of denaturation: coagulation of albumin present in the white of an egg. When egg is boiled in water, the globular protein present it changes to a rubber-like insoluble mass. This is irreversible denaturation and the proteins cannot be returned to its original state. Curding of milk is also the second example of this due to the formation of a lactic acid by the bacteria present in milk. Coagulation of milk in the presence of an acid, lemon juice, to form cheese. During this globular milk protein is lactoalbumin becomes fibrous. Thanks for watching this video, students. We meet in next session. Thank you very much.